Hey guys, it's Hayden here again. I'm here to do live card readings. So we'll see who shows up and we will read some cards. I do accept donations through Venmo and PayPal. Get some music going here.
All the electrolytes of Gatorade with zero sugar to rehydrate and replenish. Gatorade Zero.
All right, here we go. Hey, welcome. Feel free to ask a question and pick a deck if you'd like a reading done. Just put it in the comments. Hey, welcome. Feel free to ask a question and pick a deck. This deck is more of a tarot-based deck. This is a Oracle-style deck, and then this one is a message deck. So just pull a card and read the message. Ask a question, and I can do a reading. Hey, how's it going, Russ? I remember you from last time. How have things been going for you? Oh, nice. What kind of workouts do you do at the gym? Saw someone just joined. Oh, they left. Nice. Yeah, I used to lift quite a bit. I don't lift quite as much as I used to anymore, but it's definitely fun. All right, for those who just joined, feel free to ask a question. I've got different decks here. This is a more tarot style deck. This one is an oracle deck, and then this one's more of a message deck. So if you have any questions or would like a reading, just let me know, and we can get started. Russ, how long you been lifting for? If you guys have any questions about card readings or about any of the decks, let me know. Nice. What got you into it? I was in calisthenics high school and stopped for 4 years during college, so I wanted to get back into it. Nice. Yeah, it's a nice single, like individual based exercise. Because I played a lot of sports in high school, and um, it's hard to kind of get into those team sports again once you're out of high school. So the gym is a good place to kind of get that itch scratched without having to join a team or something. Yeah, it definitely helps with mental health too. That's something I'm working on getting more consistent as well. I've been rollerblading recently. I've been like going to the gym a little bit more. So it's something I'm trying to incorporate back into my routine. Definitely makes a difference when I'm consistent. So just have more energy, feel better overall. So I get it. Well, since you're here, Russ, do you want me to pull a card for you? We can pull from this deck, or this deck. It's kind of up to you. Um, I don't know if there's any themes you're exploring or something you'd like to maybe get some cards pulled for. Message deck. All right, we can do that. Shuffle it real quick. All right. So we've got hearing truth. So I'll go ahead and read that for you. It's 21. So that is Dadiri, hearing truth. There is deeper truth that shall bring peace to your heart, offering you guidance, comfort, and renewal. You're guided to turn within for your answers. Do not allow another to interrupt, influence, or distort your personal, trusting relationship with the divine. Allow Great Spirit to be your highest counsel always, and you shall never be led astray. You shall know the words to speak and the consciousness to hold to evoke healing and set things right. Listen, for deep within, truth is known. So if you don't believe in spirit or stuff like that, you can just replace those words with something that like resonates with you. So it's just words. You can replace them whatever makes sense for you. Focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel and not focusing on appearances or the opinions of others. There's a voice of spirit deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability to tune into that inner voice, bringing peace, comfort, and clarity. It takes courage to turn within rather than putting your faith in people and things of this world, but you have enough inner strength and wisdom to do this. The truth within has been spoken. Trust that you can hear it. So that's the message for you from the message deck. Hopefully that resonates with you. And I like to see these cards kind of depending, different people have different perspectives, but one way to look at them is just like opportunities to kind of reflect on where you're at and maybe implement something different, guide some thoughts or ideas. Not sure where you stand on the psychic and the card belief spectrum. So Excuse me. Sleepy. Awesome. Glad it resonated with you. Well, if there's any other decks that you'd like to explore, we can explore the other ones too. Or if there's, I see a couple other people join. So if there's other people who would like to explore cards, ask a question, or explore themes, this deck is more of a message deck. This one's an oracle deck. So I'll usually pull more than one card for this one, and then this is a more tarot style deck. Tarot inspired, I'll say. It's not necessarily, they use different suits and different system than tarot, but similar themes. All right, let's do it. Cool. So is there a specific theme or just general, like the vibe of what's going on right now? General vibe. All right, cool. Let's do it. So first card is the Pelican. I'll have to use the book for a little bit of this because it's still a new deck for me. Okay, so it seems like right now a theme for you is working on structure, control, discipline. So makes sense. You're just talking about going to the gym. That sounds like it's a relevant theme for you. Providing that structure, that discipline, that control. That's something that's like is a focus for you at this time. Seven of Lotuses. Okay. So you're kind of living in a space where you're not really sure which direction to go in quite yet. So you're kind of in between two worlds, and you're kind of deciding like the word deciding is not the word, is like I feel like it's you're kind of building a foundation to kind of know which way to like burst into the world again, is the vibe that I'm feeling. So there's like preparation phase, and then you're kind of in this kind of daydreaming, but like mostly like just developing this foundation to figure out like which way we're going. Oh, and I'll turn these towards you so you can see them. All right, the Composer. All right, so you're starting to notice themes of playfulness and notice themes of being able to enjoy and having fun again, and enjoy doing things. Like, so that might have been lost for a while, and now like that is starting to come back. You're starting to feel that joy, that playfulness that's coming back, that you thought maybe for a while that wasn't going to come back at all. So that's really cool that is able to come back for you. Let me see if there's anything more about that. No, that's all right. Go to the next card. Two of Trees. I believe this is a card about balance. So you're learning how to balance multiple things. It's kind of in theme with like the building the foundation. There's kind of a stability and a balancing that's happening. So you're kind of learning how to balance multiple variables in your life. So like maybe increasing responsibility and learning how to find balance and peace within that, being adaptable in that space. So increasing responsibility, building that foundation. So you're building a stable foundation for those things to happen, but you're also doing a really good job like navigating those things that do come up. So you're doing a great job with that. Cosmic tree. Sweet. So this is about connection, if I remember correctly. Reaffirming inner truth. Let's read a little bit more about that. So it's interesting. Inner truth is showing up again for you. So this is about inner truth, and this is about kind of being trusting that the truth you seek is buried within the fibers of your own being. Understanding that knowing your inner truth may require isolation, spend time with yourself in the quiet. There is a seed that needs nurturing. So the vibe that I'm getting from this is trusting yourself and connecting with yourself, which I think you're already doing a lot of, because you're creating that structure for yourself. You're kind of realizing like, hey, I haven't totally bursted into the world quite yet, and you're preparing that. You're engaging in playfulness. You have that balance, and then on this side you have that trust, that knowing, that guidance, and you're kind of cultivating that relationship with yourself, and realizing that like you got this. This is kind of the vibe that I have. So let's do one more card here. Yeah, infinite paths. Okay. So infinite paths is it's kind of where I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll double check just to make sure. Okay. Yeah, so you're doing great work. You're laying a solid foundation. You're connecting with yourself. Infinite paths isn't exactly what it's not. It doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, like in some ways it means you have infinite paths, but it's really a sign of joy, success, and good chances, or good changes. So you are building a solid foundation, and you really have like a direction and a clarity in some ways, and I think that's allowing you to open a lot of doors, and is leading you down a really solid path. So good work. And that's all I got. So hopefully that was helpful and resonated for you. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the chat. Very positive reading. Yeah. Awesome. I'm glad that it resonated for you. Yeah, I wouldn't do this stuff if I didn't see that it actually worked and was real. So glad it resonated. Feel free to donate if you like to. You don't have to. I just put it up there because if people, I know sometimes people want to give back, but no pressure there. Yeah. So if you want to do another deck, we can do that. I know there's another person in the chat who just joined, so if they would like to do a reading, that's also cool too. If you want to take a screenshot of this, you're welcome to. If not, that's okay. It'll be recorded and on YouTube, so you can always download the video and you have that reading downloaded and on the internet if you want to reaccess it. So. Yeah. All right. Let me see the cards here. So you've been trying to find work recently, interviews coming up. So for that, I would say, Yeah, I would say for that, trust your inner knowledge. It seems like you have a pretty strong connection to yourself, maybe more than what you realize. So I would say really trust your gut, trust the vibes. Kind of feel out, like, know that like when you're looking for jobs, when you're interviewing, you're also interviewing them. So it's not like, yes, like you want to get the job, but also you want to make sure the job kind of fits what you're looking for. So being like, even thinking about like what kind of feelings or what kind of vibe do you want to feel as you move into a job? What does that look like? And does the vibe that you feel from the place that you're interviewing feel like it would be similar or like close to kind of what you're looking for? So just remember that can take some of the anxiety away, because you're also kind of open and curious about them rather than them examining you. So I know that's been helpful for me in the past, but is also advice that has been taught to me by people who coach for interviews and stuff like that. So shows it's a good reflection on you too if you ask questions, because it shows that you're interested and you want to make sure it's the right fit. Yeah, it shows that you're kind of more refined in some ways. You're not just going to accept any job. And if they don't accept you because of that, then it's probably not the right place. But that, trust your gut, trust yourself, right? And make sure it fits into kind of the balance that you're looking for too, right? So keeping that balance, it seems like, yeah, balance is good. Mm-hmm. Maybe even having a little bit of playfulness there, if like people seem chill and stuff, that's a good vibe. Having fun at work is a good time. So hopefully that helps. Any other questions or anything else that comes up as I was talking about that? And was that helpful at all? Because if it wasn't, then, that's okay too. Also, anybody else in the chat, just doing card readings. I've got 3 different decks. So right now I've got the Tarot Inspired deck out. This is more of a message deck, the purple deck, and then this is an Oracle deck. These 2 I've had the longest. This is a newer deck for me. Awesome. Glad that was helpful for you, Russ. Yep. So if anybody else would like have some cards pulled, just let me know and I can set it up for you. Just let me know what kind of questions you got. Could just be a general reading too. You don't necessarily have to have a specific question. The only thing that's required is a genuine intent to have cards pulled. If there's not a genuine intent, or if it's not, or if the person doesn't want to be read, then I don't really get any vibe that comes through. I don't feel it. So. I'll go ahead and put these away. Glad that was helpful for you, Russ. Good luck on your interviews. Hope you find what you're looking for. So I've been doing this for probably before the pandemic for sure. Probably since I was 24-ish, so it's like 7 years or so. Read for myself, read for other people. Yeah, it's a good tool. So if anybody is interested, just throw something in the chat. Let me know. I'll be here till 8:30. like I said, this one is a message deck. I usually just pull one card and then read the message. This one I pull several cards. It's kind of more of an oracle deck, so it's more like just kind of clear messaging. And then the tarot deck is a bigger deck. It's not actually tarot. It's kind of a different style, but tarot inspired. So. Yeah, we can do the Oracle deck for sure. I haven't linked them, so I can throw them in the chat real quick. So my Venmo is and then this is my PayPal. We'll do the Oracle deck for you. Be interested to see if it's similar themes show up as the other two decks. All right, any specific theme you want to explore with this one? Since we kind of done some general ones, we can kind of focus in a little bit more. Maybe we can talk about like the process of preparation for the interviews. That might be a good theme to explore. If that's something you're concerned about, or just jobs in general, so that could be a good focus. Does that sound good, Russ? Exploring the interview / job process for you? Okay, cool. We'll see what comes up. Hopefully the cards will kind of be relevant for both. All right, so first card is Ignite Your Passions. With this one, I'm going to kind of pull a few cards to see how a theme kind of comes together. Actually, you know what? Let's just do a whole full reading here. Make sure you can actually see them first. Okay. Okay. So we've got Ignite Your Passions, which is kind of where you're at in the center, which makes sense to me because of the work that you're doing already with laying the foundation work and kind of finding those sparks in your life. So there's like a few different branches of like sparks that I can kind of see for you. The 3 sparks are kind of what come to mind. I don't know why specifically 3, but holding the space. So that's kind of what's grounding you at this time. So I think there's a we'll explore the full reading, and I think that's going to tie in here. Seeing your spring, that's going to see your seeds grow. So that's where you are currently mentally. So this is mental. Rising desire, primal needs is the take care of your needs. Emotionally, trust in the unknown, which you've seen that theme in some of the other readings as well. This is what needs attention and action. And this is transform and unveil your gifts. Where to direct your intention, intend, and create. What needs to let go and let flow. It's going to be shed your old skin. And then the future, or like the where your current direction is headed in the future, is High Priestess harnessing mystic power. So let's go ahead and break this down. So it makes sense with the passions. Like we said, that is something that's coming up. Holding space right now, I think, is referring to the sort of foundation that you're building, that framework, that stability, that balance that you're holding is allowing for all the other stuff to kind of move in that direction, right? It's not about like forcing it. It's about like, hey, you're holding that space and it'll naturally kind of like you'll flow into the next step that makes sense for you, right? So you're definitely seeing some of those seeds grow. You've done a lot of work. You've been consistent and persistent. So mentally, you're like, yes, like I'm seeing this progress. I'm seeing development, and like I'm happy, right? And there may be some kind of judgment or feeling like you're not doing enough. And I think that's really common for the human mind. I would say to those feelings, remember that you can't do everything, right? So trust the process, kind of what the message was saying, but also the last reading. Trust the process, trust your inner knowing, and kind of be patient with that, right? Like put your foot out there, but don't expect everything to happen all at once, and know that like as long as you're following your passion, you're holding the space, and you're intending to move towards a direction, that's enough. That's enough for you, right? So rising desire and primal needs, taking care of your needs. So I'm curious if there's an area that you feel like you might need to do a little bit more self-care. So you said self-healing. In what capacity are you not taking care of yourself? This feels like a you reflection. So I'll let you kind of reflect on that. The chat takes a while to catch up, so I'll keep an eye on that. When it shows up, we can explore it. Until then, I'll kind of keep going here. So trust in the unknown. That's kind of congruent with like trusting yourself and trusting the process, trusting your higher self, trusting great spirit, whatever words you want to use for that. Allow that to kind of unfold the way it needs to, right? And this is emotions. So those emotions of fear, those emotions of panic, just let them go, and trust that like, hey, I'm doing everything that I can to like make this happen, and I need to trust that it will happen the way it needs to, right? Where to direct your what needs attention and action. So this is shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. For me, this is about trusting yourself again, because you already have the gifts. So it's not about doing more. It's about trusting yourself and knowing that you have the skills and the tools and the power to get through the things, and to manifest the things that you want in your life, right? So it's not about doing more. It's about trusting yourself. It's about letting go. It's about understanding that you're capable and you're gifted more than you give yourself credit for. This is where to direct your intention, intend and create. So this goes along with the gifts, is trusting yourself and trusting that you have the ability. Intend and create is allowing yourself to kind of go out and do the stuff, right? So you have the gifts, you have the ability. Now just allow yourself to go do those things. Without the extra energy of worrying or concern, or just go do it. Whatever, if you're putting yourself out there and it's an alignment with the things that you value and are passionate about, the things that show up will be within your capacity to handle, or at least that's the feeling I have with that, right? Like, don't go overboard with it, but just kind of put one foot out there and see what comes back, right? Take one little step, get a taste, and see what comes back. And you have a good job with being consistent. So, but I think with this, like, honestly, you just take one step out and you'll be surprised what comes back to you. Just let go and go do it. Shedding the old skin. So there's some letting go of previous identity. Not like massive. It's not like, oh my gosh, like I have no identity now. It's more just like letting go of like old ideas or concepts that like maybe are holding you back. What specifically comes to mind for me is the feelings of like self-doubt, or like feelings of like that you aren't capable. I think letting go of those is what's important at this time, because you've shown that you are capable. You've shown up consistently. You've built a foundation. There's a lot to be said for that. So use the evidence that you've seen from the past to kind of debunk this identity of like not knowing or feeling like you're not capable, right? So trust yourself, put yourself out there, let go of the idea that you can't do things. No one's perfect at anything. Everything takes practice. So it's going to take time to be good at something. It doesn't mean that you're not already capable. It just means that there's more room to grow and expand and to learn more, which is exciting, right? So you can reframe it as like, wow, like I have so much more to learn, which is cool. Doesn't mean that you're not already gifted or able. And this direction leading you to embrace your mystic power, which for me feels like a sense of like of trust in yourself, but also a sense of like, wow, like I can do this and this is really cool. Kind of similar to the infinite paths card that we pulled in the tarot reading, but just generally like very positive vibes. It's a very positive reading. So yeah, thanks for sharing that, Russ. Definitely had those negative thought patterns ever since I had issues, mental health. Yeah, and so just realize that just because you've had struggles with mental health doesn't make you a less capable person. A lot of very successful people have struggled with mental health issues. I've recently been following Hosier. He's a great musician, and he struggled with his own mental health challenges, but he's an extremely gifted lyricist, an extremely gifted performer. Just because you struggle with challenges doesn't make you less capable. As a matter of fact, I would say that like a lot of the things that I struggled with have made me a stronger person and has made me able to empathize with other people, and has led me to kind of seek this path of mental health care and providing and helping people find their way. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. So it just depends on how you frame it. It can show a lot of resiliency. It can show a lot of different stuff. So just keep that in mind. Just depends on how you frame that experience. I view them as opportunities and blessings in a way, right? So yeah, I think that's all I had for this one. Hopefully that was helpful. With the take care of your needs, let me tune into that one a little bit and see. Take care of your needs. I think it has to do with self-soothing, mostly around like doubt, feeling like you're not doing well enough. Like just take it easy. Like just allow yourself to just relax, like do the work you need to do, and then in your off time just like let go. Just like lay back, like watch a good movie, allow yourself to just enjoy the movie. Don't like try not to ruminate, try to just be present in the moment. take care of your needs. Like just focus on just being alive, enjoying those moments that you have. So there's a time to work and there's a time to let go and have fun or relax and allow yourself to be rested and replenished. So kind of similar. There's a thread that kind of goes through this all of the decks. There's a thread that I can kind of see, but it's not for me, it's for you. So whatever you see is what matters, and hopefully it resonates. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. So hope you liked it. Go ahead and put these cards away, unless you have any questions before I put them away. And I see there's another person in the chat. But watching. If you would like cards pulled, I've got 3 different decks. Just let me know. It doesn't have to be a specific question. It can just be the general vibe that you would like to have cards pulled for. So no pressure. Just let me know. I'll just let you intuitively pick whatever color you want. I'm going to go ahead and put these away. Hope that was helpful for you, Russ. Like I said, good luck with everything. Hope the interviews go well. And wish you luck with everything. You got a full reading today, Russ. All 3 decks. Lucky duck. Just like the duck on the stream. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. We got about 10 minutes left, so I still have time to do another reading. So if somebody in the chat wants one, just let me know. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on. I think you're the only person who's been on each live stream so far, so that's pretty neat. We got 10 more minutes. So, anybody else want cards pulled? Let's see. There's one other person. I'm happy to pull just a message card or pull a few cards of this one or pull cards, whatever, Just here to pull cards for people. Don't be shy. I'm on here to do card readings for you. Remember, donations aren't required. They're just I just put it there in case people feel like they would like to support me. I do not expect donations. I trust that the people who need readings will show up, and the donations that I receive are the ones I need. So, no expectations. If that's a barrier. Oh, someone just joined. Have time for another reading. So if you want another reading, let me know. Or a reading. Boom, boom, boom.
From connecting the real world to the digital world to making them one. Your way to a sustainable digital enterprise. Transform the everyday with Siemens.
All right, we got 1 minute left. I might just pull a random card from the message deck, and then we'll call it. Wow, that's crazy. Pulled the same exact card. Well, I guess I'll read it again. I'll just read the one part, the second part of it. All right. Focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel, not focusing on appearances or the opinions of others. There is a voice of deep spirit or of spirit deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability to tune in to hear that voice bringing peace, comfort, and clarity. It takes courage to turn within rather than putting your faith in people and things of this world. But you have enough inner strength and wisdom to do this. The truth within has been spoken. Trust that you can hear it. Awesome. Cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for staying the whole time, Russ. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be on tomorrow night as well. That'll be more of a discussion-based live stream. We're going to be talking about what's been working for people. So I'm going to share some things that I've been doing that has been helpful for me. And I'll also open it to other people to share what's been helpful for them. So it's kind of like a discussion, live discussion. So tune in tomorrow if you have the time. And thanks for tuning in today. Bye for now, guys. Take care.